Lesson 62, finding surface areas and volumes of cylinders. We have about 3 formulas and 3 example problems. Both are very similar to what we've done in the past, but we are dealing with cylinders today. Let's start with our first formula when we want to find the lateral surface area of a cylinder. Formula is LSA, again that's what we use for lateral surface area, is equal to 2 pi r times our height. So 2 pi r times the height. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example problem. Example number 1, they want us to find the lateral surface area given that this cylinder has a radius of 4 and a height of 9. So again, if we use our formula, the lateral surface area is equal to 2. Pi is just a number. When we plug in our value for r, it is simply 4, and our height is 9. We multiply 2, 4, and 9. We come up with 72. Therefore, 72 pi units squared. It's as simple as that. The second thing we can find when it comes to cylinders is just the regular total surface area in general. So the surface area of a cylinder. Formula goes, let's use SA now for surface area, is equal to 2 big B plus L. Big B, let's talk about that. Big B again represents the area of the base, and the base of our cylinder is going to be a circle. The L stands for the lateral surface area, which is the exact formula that we just used before. So let's go ahead and move into example number 2. Example number 2, they want us to find the total surface area of the cylinder given that the radius is 10 and the height is 18. Well, if we want to use our general formula, 2 big B plus L, the first thing that we need to find is big B as well as L. So let's start with big B. Big B again represents the area of the base. The area of our base is going to be a circle. So our formula, pi times radius squared. Our radius is going to be 10. 10 squared will get us 100 pi. Let's save that. Let's move on to our big L. The big L is our lateral surface area. Again, lateral surface area for a cylinder is 2 pi RH. This is the formula that we just used in the previous example. When we plug in our values, again the radius is 10 and our height is 18. 2 times 10 times 18 should come up with 360 pi. And lastly, now that we found big B and big L, we can go ahead and use our general formula, which is the surface area is equal to 2 big B plus L. We just found our big B to be 100 pi. And we just found our big L to be 360 pi. We can distribute the 2 to the 100 to get 200 pi plus 360 pi. And then lastly, yes, we treat those like terms. So 200 plus 360 will get us 560 pi units squared. Last formula is to find the volume of a cylinder. How do we find it? We take pi times radius squared times the height. Now if we take a look at that pi times radius squared, hopefully you're recognizing that that pi radius squared is just the area of our circle, and that circle represents our base. And if you recall, the volume for a prism is just simply big B times h. So this is really the exact same thing as saying big B times height, where that big B is represented by that pi r squared. So with our formula, let's solve the last one. Let's find the volume of the cylinder given that the radius is 30 and the height is 40. Starting with our formula, volume is equal to pi times radius squared times height. We identify our values. 30 is our radius. Our height is 42. And now when we multiply we come up with 37,800 pi units, and because it's volume, it's now cubed. With these three examples from the lateral surface area, total surface area, and the volume, that should be good enough for you to try the lesson practice problems A, B, and D. Once you have completed A, B, and D, you can check the teacher's edition book to see if you answered it correctly. And once you are done, you can get a start to the homework, lesson 62, which will be due on Monday. If you have questions, we can answer those when we see you then.